Let's talk just a little bit about property taxes in general. I get the question all the time, like, how does property taxes work? So the county assesses your property, the county or city. Sometimes local municipalities will do it. In Fulton County, for example, it's the county that does it all, and the cities use those assessments for the most part. And the way it works is you have a millage rate. And so what that means when you look at a rate of X number of mills, 1 mill is equal to $1 of tax per thousand. Now, in Georgia, the assessed value of a property is always 40% of the fair market value. So if you lived in an area where you had 30 mills on a $200,000 house and you paid 30 mills in taxes, then you could take 30 times 200, which is whatever that is, $6,000, I believe, and that would be the property taxes that would be paid on that particular house. Now, when you apply for homestead exemption, you get a certain amount reduced from the assessed value of the property. So it can range from $10,000 here to $30,000 here, but let's just say you had that same $200,000 property, and the $200,000 property would receive a $30,000 reduction if it was homestead exemption. So instead of the property being taxed at the assessed rate of $200,000, it would be taxed at the rate of $170,000. The state of Georgia passed a 2023 property tax relief grant earlier this year. It's a one-time property tax relief grant. It's a budget proposal by Governor Brian Kemp. It's to refund, or it was a proposal by Brian Kemp, which was passed and designed to refund $950 million in property taxes back to homestead owners in the amended fiscal year 2023. This proposal became law when Kemp signed HB, House Bill 18, on March 13, 2023. The way it works is simple. Each property owner will receive the tax relief grant in the form of an $18,000 reduction in the assessed value of the property. Remember the example I just used where we reduce it by 30? Well, in this case, if your property had an assessed value of $200,000, the fair market value was $500,000. If you get the property tax relief grant, then your property value is reduced to $182,000. So you're paying taxes on that amount, not the $200,000. The property tax relief grant only applies to properties claimed as homestead by a Georgia taxpayer filed prior to the April 1st deadline. The property tax relief grant is different from a homestead exemption. The standard homestead exemption in the state of Georgia is $2,000. This $2,000 has already been deducted from the 40%. Property tax relief, you won't receive a separate check. It's shown on your property tax bill. And if you applied for homestead after April 1st of 2023, then you are not eligible for the grant.